Now see folks, this is a prime example. I'm up here at the port and this is the main shipping channel, and I tell a lot of people, if you want to learn what your machine looks like, come up to the port. It's going to show you these ledges and it's going to give you a really good idea of what these ledges look like. And as you can see to my right, the higher peaks you see off on this shadow line, that is a great indication that it's a big ledge. But then you have all your rocks on top of the ledge, so that's a key thing that I'm looking for. And I like to have rocks up on top of the ledge also, so when this tide slows down, these fish come up to the top of the ledge and you can get them chummed up. The tide's moving in somewhat, not real hard, but hard enough. So I'm going to see what we can do, but you can see this ledge right along this line, and I'm coming up to some marks here, and we're going to give it a shot and see what we can do. So what I'll do is I'll get the boat positioned just on the deeper aspect of the ledge itself. So what will happen is you'll start to see it drop off here. There she goes, she's dropping off. You can see fish right on top of the ledge right here. Not a ton though. But what I like to do is try to get the bottom of the boat right at the bottom of the ledge and work up the ledge itself, because you have a better chance of getting those fish off the bottom than you do if you're trying to pull them over the ledge. So right now I'm at the bottom of the ledge. I'm going to see where the boat sits and make sure that I'm set up the way I want to be set up. And you can see the fish starting here. So we're right on the edge of the ledge, so that lets me know that I'm in a decent position. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take some of these dead thread fins and I'm going to cut bait with them, so I have some chum to work with. I should have probably caught more, but that's all right. I'm not going to be out for very long. No telling what these storms are going to do, but at least it'll give me an opportunity to have cut bait. And this bucket bait cutter works awesome. Just throw your bait in there like that, put the handle or put the knife in, just start cutting. So using a serrated knife is the best with this, because it just cuts through it like butter, as you can see. Boom, drop it in, and ready to go. And just like that, we have cut bait. So let's start fishing and let's see what we can get. So basically what I'm doing is I'm just taking a 1/4 ounce Huggy and just taking a piece of cut bait, hooking it like that, and then sending it down. I'm sitting in 21 feet of water, so I know about 2.5 pulls, and then I start feeding it by hand. 2.5, and then I'll start feeding it by hand. And I'll just wait for him to tap it. I've still got that 10-pound on from offshore. I probably should change it because it's a little bit different circumstances here. The water's not nearly as clear, and you have a lot more structure to try to beat. I just caught a snapper, just like that. Oh! And I got broke off. I'm going to try one more time with the 10, and then if I get broke off again, I'll go to the 20. So what I had to do is I had to switch to my conventional rod, because I've been getting absolutely railed, and I'm still getting railed on my conventional. The problem is I had to move to the other side of the channel, because they're trying so hard to swim. He just got eaten. Anyway, so the dolphins are here, and I forgot my dolphin pinger at the office, so I'm probably gonna move. And just like that, I moved across the channel, and now I'm fishing up the channel, and I can get that fish out of the structure. So even though I was getting bit on the other side, it's not the biggest fish in the world, but it's a fish. It allows me so that ledge is coming up like this. So what I'm doing is I'm fishing into the ledge, and then when I get bit, I can pull them away from the ledge. Does it work every time? No, but it gives me a better opportunity, especially with the tide coming in like it is, because it's pushing against it. So these fish are facing into the tide, so that bait's going right down to them. And I'm not saying that you can't get bit on the other side, because you can if you go down the channel, but that's the problem. As soon as you go down the channel, your line is going down the channel like this, so you get bit and you start fighting that fish, and that fish goes right into the... I got cut off 10 times in a row. So I try to make it easier on myself to get these fish off the bottom and out of the structure. So now that I've switched to my conventional, I'm having to pull it out. I'm sitting in 39 feet of water, so I pull it out 12 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that gives me about 36 feet of line out, so I have about 2 foot to work with. So then by that time I start feeding it with my hand, and then I get into the strike zone about that time. So this way it allows me to feel the bite, because when you're using this light of a leader, or this light of a line, it's our jig, I'm sorry, when you're using this light of a jig, it's harder to feel the bottom. So you want to be able to feel that bite through the line. Big old grunt.